Well, hello, friends. Uh, I'm not sure if anybody will be watching. To be honest, I just created this stream for myself and myself only, and to others who enjoy learning. The whole point is consistency. The whole point is to do cool stuff with AI and to learn it. And today we are actually watching something called Continue plugin, which is this plugin. This one. Let's see. So you can install it from Marketplace in IntelliJ. And this Continue plugin is actually based on Mistral. So Mistral.AI. And it actually works. Well, I hope it works. Let's see. So one of the things I always wanted to do, or for a long time, is to actually investigate the Leetcode stuff and to solve all those cool exercises from Leetcode. But I never have enough time to be, not bored with this stuff, because all the Leetcode examples, many of the Leetcode examples, they're quite artificial and not something you might want to, not something you will meet at your work. But without further ado, let's see. So this is the description of the file, and this is the basic solution. I do not remember any of the Python, to be honest. Oh, and I will put a link to my repo in comments. Although, again, it's very fresh. I started doing it today. So let me try to find. So in the chat, I will try to put the comment if I manage to move one thing here. Yeah, so let me check my LinkedIn and see what does it look like. Today is the very first stream, so yeah. So I'm watching this. Okay, so now I know what it looks like. So we are not going to do the overlay like this. We'll just type link to my repo with Python solutions. Okay, so that will go to it will go to my it will go to my YouTube, but not to my channel. Okay, cool. Now let's go back. So what do they want from us? They want this stuff. And I actually have this Continue plugin enabled here. Please be warned, it's only 30 days. It is, you can use it for free for 30 days, and then I think you need to buy it. So one of the reasons to try all the stuff is to understand whether to use this one or GitHub Copilot or Assistant AI. So, but this one, so far as I understand, it's using Mistral AI, which is cool, but that's not good enough for me to buy in terms of I need to understand what does it actually do. So let's see. So that's the chat. Let's see if it will understand this description and provide a solution. So, and what I will also do, I will actually switch to sharing the whole screen because, gosh, this is a nightmare. I have notifications there. That's interesting. So I'm going to share the entire screen. I hope you are okay with it. I'll clearly need I'll clearly need the second screen. I have a second screen, but I'll need to connect it. So let's actually even, I didn't even read this stuff, but so let's copy this one, put it here, cool. And now I will put it here. And remember, I haven't even tried to, yeah, so I didn't even read the README file. I didn't even read the definition, and I didn't recap any of my Python or anything. So that's interesting. Well, to be honest, that's what the future will look like when the problem is, one second, when the problem is that developers are using AI without thinking enough. This one is okay. This one I'll read the exercise and try to understand this. This is cool. But in real life, imagine a junior or anyone doesn't have much to do with seniority as such. Imagine anyone actually just putting in the problem, getting solution, pasting it, done, without actually reading it. And hello, now we have problems with problems in life. So we are given. So the task was, you are given two non-empty linked lists representing two non-negative numbers. Sorry. Non-negative integers. The digits are stored in reverse order, and each of the nodes contains a single digit. Add the two numbers and return the sum as a linked list. So it is giving us two linked lists. Okay. Two non-empty linked lists. They represent two non-negative integers. The digits are stored in reverse order. Okay, and each of the nodes contains a single digit. So, okay, this is understand. Oh, so this list, they represent two integers. Okay, maybe they will go in pairs. So they do not start with reading 0. So that's first input, that's second input, that's cool. And then what does it want us? Does it want us to add them or something? So yeah, so it just sums first with first, second with second. Oh. Yeah, first with first, second with second, and now, to be honest, I do not quite understand this thing. Add the two numbers and return the sum as a linked list. Oh, okay, so 2 plus 5 equals 6. 4 plus 6 equals 10. So it's 0 here, but we add 1 here to this number, so it becomes 5 plus 3, 8. Okay, cool. That's interesting. Oh, so the explanation is, so this number is actually 342, and this number is 465. And so we sum them up. So the way they do it, it's like an like we are doing in school. We sum up from the lowest, and then if a number is more than 9, then we are taking 1 and carrying it over. Okay, cool. That's easy. So number of the nodes in each linked list is in the range 1 to 100. Okay. Okay, somebody has written to me, but I cannot really open the screen there because, well, that's private. So now let's see. And by the way, my plan is not only to use this format, not only to use it for Python streaming or Leetcode as such, but also I'm planning to do some AI studies in Coursera, like Google course on AI, and probably as well my apprenticeship, which I'm working on. Although I need to be careful there because I don't want any private stuff to be shared. So yeah, maybe I will pass on apprenticeship, but public courses like Google AI course, this I can do. So let's see how the solution works. So that's Python. So this one is referring to, well, I guess the object itself. So the beauty is that actually, if I go here, maybe this one will be more interesting to use for investigation. What does self mean in Python? Why do we need to explicitly use it? So 1 second, I'll use my phone to check the comment on. That's fine. So I just checked the message on LinkedIn that was not related to the stream, so we are fine. So as you see, I can ask questions regarding this code. So self refers to the class, not to the method, okay? Like this in Java, okay? Okay, so the Python creators wanted to make it explicit. Let's see if it can translate the word explicit to other languages. So in Russian, it's явный, and in Ukrainian, it's also явный. Okay. So what about Estonian? Okay, the languages must be with a capital, but if I started two beautiful languages with small letter, then I will use Estonian, which is also beautiful. Selge sinalene in Estonian. Okay, that's beautiful. So this is actually a very important stuff. That means that developers who are not native speakers can be benefiting from this thing a lot. Translate it to Hindi now. So can I translate to Hindi? Yeah. Spasht or pratyaksh. Sorry, I do not speak Hindi except Namaste Nacha. Cha. Okay, that's all good. Yeah, that's my Leetcode. I clearly need to enable my second screen, but the problem is that the cable is not long enough because I put my my computer very far away from the screen. But I'll manage. I'll think how to solve it. Now let's go back to the thing. So it has two optional. I do not actually know what. So we have optional list node and optional list node. So what is this optional? Can you explain optional list node, please? Okay. So we have L1 and L2 of types. Okay, so there's so L1 is of type list node, but it's optional, so it can either be list node or none. That's probably like nullable in Java. We can check, is it like nullable in Java? Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Now while we are going through these two lists, and actually we can check this part. What does env? One of the things which are great about this solution or AI agents built in is that if I start using a text box in like ChatGPT or Copilot, like Microsoft Copilot, which is M365 or just web version, not the GitHub Copilot, at some point I will hit the buffer and I won't be able to keep talking about the class. And also the class can be quite long. This one is short here, but if it's 10,000 lines, it becomes more interesting. But here, because it's in build and it's built specifically for this stuff, I do not expect to have like buffer problems or anything. So let's see. I was asking about this part. I would assume it is the result. Yeah, return type. Okay, cool. So return is also optional, and it also consists of list nodes. Now, while any of them has while any of the lists has an element, and we are going from left to right, we can see it here, right? While this is true, we are going left to right. And if these lists are of, well, if there is an element, then we are getting the value. If there is no element, which will happen in the case if one of the list nodes is longer than another one, then we are taking the value, and then we are calculating the total, and we are dividing it by 10 to understand if we need to carry over anything, and then we check the modulus. So the one which will go into the same, so because we are giving result also as a linked list or list node, so to the current node in the result, so if we are, let's say, in the third node, to the third node will go this digit thing, and the carry over will be this one, which might go to the next digit or digit after next, and so on. It might keep carrying over, keep carrying over and over and over. So now this one, current next list node. Okay, this is. So what is this one? Oh, this is probably the result, right? Or not. So we're creating dummy, which is a list node, and the current we kill. So there's a list node dummy, and we take current element, and then here we list. We set the next element. So we are currently, so initially we create just one list node, but as we go, every time we'll be adding one more on the right with a 0. So yeah, this is interesting. That won't hurt because, like in this case, even if it's one element, let's say this element is 1, but it will add 0 to the left. So in real life, it will be like 0, 1, but 0, 1 is same as 0, so it doesn't hurt. And now we are going to the next loop, to the next element. Okay, the one we just created, so there is no null pointer or anything. And we are getting the next value. If there is next value in first and second list nodes, in the list node from the first set and second set, or if there's no next, we do none. And if both of them will be none, then we will stop. and then we will return the pointer to the next element of our dummy. Well, I do not like dummy thing. I will call it result. Okay. Now I want to see, quickly results. Funny. Yeah, just a second. I need to check because there are some messages probably. No, that's okay. Because currently I only have one screen available, so I need to use my phone to check messages. Probably I will just use my laptop next time and log in from several devices. Now, so what should be the results? Oh, return the sum as a linked list. Okay. And output should be 708. Okay, so this one will also be. Okay, 1 second. Oh, that's so cool because we are not returning current, we are returning the result, and the result was initially looking at the first node. So the current will be actually this one, but the result will be here. So, well, obviously I will put it here. Now let's check if we, as I'm submitting the stuff, let's see if there are any problems on submission, because it's all AI generated, right? Okay, accepted. Bits 75. Okay, cool. So to be honest, that's enough for one day. I believe this one should be, oh, daily challenge. This one is interesting. Yeah, but not today. So the idea from now on will be to stream more or less daily with Leetcode or solving or studying. Everything will be focused on AI for now. So studying will be about Coursera courses, about MIT AI courses, about Google AI courses, IBM AI courses, and stuff like that. Because, well, this thing is, I understand it's a small exercise, right? But this thing is huge. It's coming to enterprises, and I work in one of the best enterprises in the world. So I need to, not only to be ready, but I need to lead others. And for that, I need to understand how to use this thing. So thank you very much for your time. Yeah, thank you. Oh, sorry, my microphone was in their way. And sorry for my look. I definitely need a haircut. So I hope it wasn't too bad for the first time. And I hope you really enjoyed it. And see you next time. See you. Live long and prosper. Mm-hmm.